my notebook, and we are going to take notes on proportions. Okay, this is something you've seen before. It's actually like a pretty major topic in middle school, but we're going to focus on just the kind of equation solving aspect of it. So proportions are two fractions, they're sometimes called ratios, set equal to each other. Okay, what does that mean? That means like there's going to be a fraction like this, a over b equals another fraction, right? This is two fractions, 1, 2, set equal to each other. That means there's an equal sign in between them, they equal each other. Okay, so for example, like, right, we know that certain fractions like 1/2 equals 5/10. Like, we know this is true, right? This is 5 is half of 10, 1 is half of 2. Like, this is true, that's a proportion. Okay, so proportions look like this. Now, if I want to solve a proportion, let's say there's a variable in there, and we want to find out what the value of the variable is, we cross multiply. Okay, this is a strategy we use to solve proportions. So let's say, for example, I have something like this. So we'll use a over b equals c over d again. Okay, what happens is I take that, okay, and I say, okay, I'm going to multiply a times d equals b times c. Okay, and then once you do this, it's going to be an equation that you're able to solve. Okay, let's take a look at a couple examples. We're going to put examples over here, and then you're going to have a chance to practice so that you're ready to do ones that are a little bit harder next time we see each other. Okay, so here's example number 1. 3 over 10 equals 9 over x. Okay, so how do I solve this? I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm going to do 10 times 9 equals 3 times x. And I want to point out that order doesn't matter here. I could have done 3x equals 9 times 10. Like, it doesn't matter as long as these two are multiplied and these two are multiplied. It doesn't really matter like which one I put first or what order I put them in. Okay, so this is 10 times 9 is 90 equals 3x, right? That's the same as 3 times x. And I want to know what the value of x is, so I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides, and I get 30. Okay, so this is what my answer looks like. I cross multiplied and then I solved. All right, go ahead and try this. Okay, and I want you to pause the video right now. Pause the video and try this problem. Okay. Pause it and try it. Okay, I'm going to go over it. Hopefully you've tried it already. I'm going to do 5 times 18. Okay, and look, I'm going to show it to you in a different order so you can just see that it doesn't matter. Look, let's say I did this first. I was like, oh, x times 30. So I'm going to write, I like to put the number first, right? 30 times x equals 5 times 18. Okay, see how it doesn't really matter like which one I put first? Doesn't. Okay, so this is 30x equals 5 times 18 is 90. Okay, and then I divide by 30. And I get x equals 3. Okay, let's try another example. Okay, so next example, 3 over x equals 10 over 7. Okay, so here we go. This is x times 10 equals 3 times 7. Okay, x times 10, we just write that as 10x. 3 times 7 is 21. And when I divide by 10, you can just use your calculator. This is going to be a decimal. It's okay. Okay, you can just use your calculator and do it. So 21 divided by 10 is 2.1. Okay, that's fine. You're going to sometimes end up with decimals here, and that is okay. All right, so I did x times 10 equals 3 times 7. This one's for you to try. All right, so go ahead, pause and try this one. Okay, here's the problem. Pause it and try it. And here's what it should look like. 9 times 3 equals 4 times x. Okay, so I get 27 equals 4x. I'm going to divide by 4. Now 27 divided by 4, I need a calculator for this one. 6.75. All right, one more example. Let's make this a little more interesting. Let's say I have something like this. Okay, I'm still going to go through the same process, so don't get freaked out by this. Same process. So I have x plus 4 times 9. Watch how I'm going to write it. Right, this means x plus 4 times 9 equals 21 times 3. Okay, so I'm going to work on both sides here. So 9 times x is 9x. 9 times 4 is 36. And then 21 times 3, that's 63. I'm going to solve this equation. I'm going to subtract 36 from both sides. So 63 minus 36, and look, you can just use your calculator if you want, that's fine. Get 27. Divide by 9, I'm getting x by itself. And here we go. All right, so I did 9 times x times 4, x plus 4, excuse me, and then this I did 21 times 3. Okay, here's yours. This is the last one, and we're going to be all done. All right, go ahead and pause and try that one. All right, here we go. This is 2 times n minus 5 equals 10 times 3. Okay, let's distribute 2 times n. This is 2 times negative 5 equals 30. Okay, and note, you could have done 30 and then you could have divided by 2 first. That's fine. It's the same. You get the same answer. Okay, I get this. I'm going to divide by 2. And I get n equals 20. And that's it.